We look in at the end of Z timeline where Goku's training on Kami's lookout until a mysterious portal opens next to him. Out steps another version of him. However, this version of him is starkly different, and he tells Goku that he's from the future and just came back to the past to help him grow stronger and wants a good match with him. Goku is skeptical of this as he's met his future self before, and Future Goku tells him they could just go into the hyperbolic time chamber for a day and train. There is that big tournament coming up with that new fighter. His name's Oob. Goku's surprised and doesn't know his name, but Future Goku tells him it's alright. He'll learn about it in the future. Well, he learned about it now, but not the point. They go into the time chamber and begin chatting, and Goku in his blue form is easily outclassed by Future Goku's base form, and when Goku goes Master Ultra Instinct, Grandpa Goku, or Future Goku, slaps him away with Kaioken. Main Goku is nothing to Future Goku. There's nothing that he can do to overpower him. Future Goku tells him that this is a bit of a disappointment. This isn't how things are supposed to be. He was promised a good fight. Goku then asks, what do you mean he was promised? And Future Goku tells him, oh, it's nothing. And then he punches Main Goku's soul out of his chest and tells him that the Saiyans have been always missing this workaround. There's a secret technique that if they had just trained with Babidi a little bit, they would have learned it. They can push souls out of their bodies, making their body ageless, and their soul can train and get all the work in for them, and then come back to the body. How do you think you got Super Saiyan 3? Either way, Future Goku tells him that he's going to leave him here for 2 million years, and he's going to let him train his heart's content out, and then they'll have a battle. And Goku questions, why is he doing this? How is he doing this? He just popped up out of nowhere. And Future Goku says, don't blame him, blame his ceaseless lust for battle. There's nothing he can do against him. So just accept it and train. And if he can beat him in 2 million years, maybe that then he'll have a good fight. And maybe he'll spare the Earth. Which Goku is confused, and he thinks that the Earth won't even be around for 2 million years. And Future Goku says, it'll be under his watch. So, main Goku better start training, or Earth is doomed. And then he slams the door. Goku is enraged by this. He was betrayed by his future self. How could he be so gullible? And right before the tournament with Oob. How? How did he fall for something so stupid? Well, dear viewer. Anyway, basically, Goku begins training his body. And, well, not his body. He begins training as a soul and unlocks Master Ultra Instinct again. However, he begins pushing the limits of it, and he even has a tail now due to the fact that it's his soul, and Saiyans are originally born with tails, so it figures the model would fit. Either way, now that he has a tail, he eventually unlocks Super Saiyan 4, and then he manages to combine that with Blue, and then he manages to unlock other various Super Saiyan transformations. However, none of them really push him over the edge. He's gone to the furthest of his limits with God Ki. He's gone to the furthest of his limits with Master Ultra Instinct. He's gone to the furthest of his limits with his base form. However, he goes back to his Saiyan roots and begins training his Super Saiyan form. And keeps pushing it and fights clones of himself for millions of years. Like, he fights on and on and on and on. And keeps going and going and going. And he eventually makes a breakthrough. And he trains so much that the entire room's landscape begins to bend to his will. He still can't break out, but he does learn how to manipulate the realm of nothingness. He becomes a solid teacher of mind and spirit. And even his own base form changes. He's now permanently gold and always at his maximum power. He is power now. He is almost unstoppable. He's golden all the time. He's always got his Super Saiyan hair up. And now he can utilize Super Saiyan and his base form and the God powers and Master Ultra Instinct all in one body. This is what the fruits of Goku's training would be if he trained for 2 million years. There's nothing anyone can do to stop it. However, he eventually does manipulate the realm enough to slightly crack the door open and then bust out and landing back on Kami's lookout, ready to take on Future Goku. Goku, using one of his many techniques to be able to scan the dimension he's in, scans this dimension and finds out that the entire multiverse has been condensed down into this universe. Like, literally, take everybody that's in universe 1 through 11 and exclude 7, and then plop them into universe 7. And that is exactly what happened. They have made a multiversal universe, which is insane. However, everything's at peace. Namekians live everywhere in the universe. Dragon Balls are nearly obsolete, not because of extinction, but because they just don't need them. The Super Dragon Balls are still, they're just like the guardians around this realm, and they act as like a shield and deflect Zeno and the Daishinkan off of it. The Gods of Destruction aren't really needed. It's all governed by one man, Future Goku. With all this unison race and everything like that, the Guardian of the Lookout asks who Goku is, and even all the Gods of Destruction show up saying that they got this. They've been waiting for him, as it's led by the Future Goku's adopted son, Oob, who has lived through this all due to Majin Buu being able to regenerate. So he's lived through these 2 million years and was raised by Future Goku. And Oob approaches him and tells him, "Oh, so you're the man who was destined to be my father in another timeline." And Goku is just like, what? Because where's his people? Where's his family? And Future Goku tells him that, man, he's dumber than he remembers. He would know that everyone would be gone now. Everyone. Except for maybe Beerus. And now this kid, Oob, he adopted him. Main Goku, he's lost for words. Future Goku sits on his turtle shell telling him that he's joking, right? He's made a perfect utopia. And now he understands that Goku is distraught by all this. So if he wants to fight, go ahead and fight, but Future Goku doesn't want to fight anymore. He's happy with the world he's made. It took him about 2 million years to realize it, but he's glad that he did. And now Goku, having his body back, is furious and tells him that he locked him up for 2 million years, took away everything in his entire existence, and now Future Goku doesn't want to fight. Goku goes so enraged, he punches Future Goku across the universe, and everyone else looks on at shock as main Goku sneers and says he lost everything because of him, and now he's going to take it all back, even if he has to tear this all away. And all the Gods of Destruction, they all tried to take down main Goku. He's so strong now, he nearly kills all of them with a simple blowback from his backhand. Like, the wind from his backhand nearly kills them. So, everyone is worried, and then Future Goku gets back up and says that it's been a while since he's had to take a fight seriously, as the wrath form eyes are showing in his. And he tells Goku, why don't they take this to a different dimension? He then snaps his fingers, and they're in a new chaos-confined dimension. And Future Goku tells him that since he does want to fight now, and it was rude of him to lock him up in the first place, he's figured Goku wants some answers. And main Goku says, yes, and his blood. Future Goku looks back in on his past and tells the story to Goku, as he was training to be the next Supreme Kai of Time, and he was taught all the ins and outs of the multiverse and timelines and on and on and on. However, one day he ventured out to a rogue timeline, one where Future Gohan would have died, and taught him how to use Super Saiyan Blue, and then he defeated the androids and survived when he was not supposed to be, which could have a rippled effect and destroy the entire multiverse. Goku was horrified to find that the Time Patrollers that he had worked with betrayed him and murdered Future Gohan in cold blood, and then brung back the people that Future Gohan had killed, the new super androids, like Super 17, Super 18. So yeah, Goku wasn't happy with that. However, the Supreme Kai of Time just disowned him. He was done so and left him to rot in that timeline. Goku then eventually explored this timeline and got a time ring. He's been hopping around the multiverse, and battling strong peoples and seeing alternate worlds. However, he also takes their Gokus and shoves them in a place where they can train for an extremely long amount of time, and then kills them because none of them ever get strong enough to defeat him. They always try to use the power of friendship, but their friends are dead when they come out. There's nothing he can do. However, this time, when he locked up Goku, he didn't kill his friends. His friends don't want to fight him. They know how strong he is in comparison to them. So they weren't really too particularly keen on fighting him, but they did want to change his perspective. So Future Goku gave them a week. So he followed them around. He learned about this, and he redeemed himself in his own eyes. And even if he could take the seal off the door, he wouldn't. Goku has to go through this, and honestly, he forgot the spell on how to do it. He is a whole old man after all, and the strongest. This Goku is just far more powerful, and he has potential unlocked 30 times, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but think about it. He was basically immortal as a Kai, and then he has potential unlocked. Then he would train his base form to get to his potential unlock state, and then unlock it again. And it would just keep going and going and going. And he learned all the various Super Saiyan forms through time travel and battling whoever, which we then see as the Goku's friends changed him, and he realized that without his friends and family, Goku would become nothing but another Jiren, someone who relies on nothing but power, no trust, no friends, no nothing. And he's sorry for locking Goku in there. He did forget briefly, but he couldn't undo the seal. He forgot how, and honestly, the only person who does know how to undo it was the Supreme Kai. Future Goku didn't know. Honestly, he really is sorry, and he knows that Goku wants to fight, but his friends and family, when they died, he accepted it and made the universe, the multiverse, a better place. But he couldn't have the Daishinkan or Zeno or any of the Kais, especially the Supreme Kai of Time, messing up, or the Time Patrollers. So he used the Super Dragon Balls as pillars and locked them out, and kept the Gods of Destruction because they didn't really do anything. The Angels, however, aren't really a problem since Future Goku could defeat them very easily, even all together. So now Future Goku looks at main Goku and tells him that he is sorry, and if he still does want this fight, he's willing to give it to him. And Goku tells him that the point is his friends and family are gone, and now Future Goku has to pay. He then races in, and then Future Goku sighs and says he wishes that things could have been different, and he's so sorry that he's done it, but it is his fault. And then dives in at main Goku as well. Main Goku knocks Future Goku into a wall of this dimension, and they go soaring through, shaking the entire realm as it begins to morph around them as they fly through dragons and slice their heads off as a simple byproduct of their battle. Main Goku then knees Future Goku in the face and asks, "What's up with the robotic arm and the Dragon Ball on it?" There's no need for that in his legendary form, and Future Goku gets back up, catching a blow and slamming him to the floor and telling him, "How do you think he managed to survive all this time? He's over 2 million years old, and you just expect him to wait that long?" He uses the Dragon Ball to help him locate other Dragon Balls, and the Capsule Corp arm is from all the other various Capsule Corps across the multiverse. Even some of them have joined alliances with the Red Ribbon Army. So, that too. Basically, it slows his healing drastically. How do you think he survived for 2 million years, or 2 million days waiting for him? Duh. He then punches Goku through this dimension, and they keep fighting. They dash through and keep going and going and going, shaking everything. Goku eventually gets the upper hand on him and throws him to the floor and asks him why isn't he transformed yet. And he says he's given up on those transformations and swore he never transform unless he swore he never transform again. He hates those transformations. They are used all around the multiverse, and he is going to be the one unique Goku. Main Goku says that he has nothing left to lose, so he could just wipe out the timeline he's made and just start over again. Not as the king of all, but as a way to put him back in the timeline. Future Goku says he will stop him from doing that. and he's gone mad. However, Goku just simply spreads out his arms and says, Kamehameha. As Future Goku is stunned by this and powers up his own Kamehameha, they fire together and they get into a beam clash. Future Goku is losing ground and even uses Kaioken and Akari to try to keep up. However, even Kaioken times infinity doesn't do much in holding back this Goku's Kamehameha wave, and Future Goku is struggling. Main Goku then pushes on and blows up in his face, which destroys this dimension, leaving them in only a white canvas, similar to the hyperbolic time chamber. Main Goku floats down and questions, "What's wrong? I thought you were the strongest Goku in the multiverse." The most unique Goku is usually a dead Goku, wouldn't you say? And then races in and then tries to throw a punch at him. However, he headbutts Main Goku's fist, and which surprises Main Goku and sends him back, rubbing his hand, questioning what's going on. And then Future Goku tells him that his time is up. Maybe transformations are the way to go. He hates to break his word, but he already broke it once to Goku. Maybe it's time he breaks it again. And then he breaks his limits, going into the same golden form that Goku is in at the moment, telling him that this form is something beyond even his comprehension. And the thing is, Future Goku has mastered it. Has he? Future Goku tells him that he's had many a years and eons to train with this, thanks to the slow aging. Does Goku really want to go through with this? Goku tells him he does. He wants to end this. He wants to fight to get his friends and family back. Future Goku tells him that you realize that they could just simply use some Dragon Balls. They're all over the place now. They're literally they're common. They're accessories. Like, God, there's a whole merchandise brand after it. And he gets the money for it. And Goku is oddly just, no, it wouldn't replace what he's done to them, to the entire. And then Future Goku stops him and says that he's made a utopia. He has literally went above and beyond and done everything he could to bring about a perfect world. And just because Goku is unhappy, because it took him taking away his life, he wants to end quadrillions in insane amount of life. He wants to end it, and Goku stops. Future Goku tells him that he's lived long enough. He's lived way longer than he should have been. Maybe it's time he does stop. Maybe this timeline should be his last timeline. Main Goku questions, was he mean? And Future Goku tells him he'll leave. He will leave or die or whatever. He will do whatever Main Goku wants, as long as he just leaves the multiverse alone, leaves this universe alone. And Goku says that it wouldn't be the same even if he brought them all back. He's too strong now. He terrifies everybody. And Future Goku tells him that he may be Goku and he may have done horrible things, but he's not immoral. Let him have the power that Goku has, or let him take it back. He'll put him back to about the same level as he was beforehand, if not, maybe a little stronger, maybe a little more control. And then he can bring all of his friends and family back, and then Future Goku's fate is up to his hand. Goku says, how can he trust him? And Future Goku tells him he could do that all right now. He snaps his fingers, and the Dragon Balls that were helping keep him alive come off him, and he wishes for all his friends and family to be returned, which they are greeted with this amalgamation of a universe. And Future Goku tells him that there's an online AI waiting to guide them through this universe, and the gods of destruction will help. However, they will need a king. So whatever happens, whether this universe falls into decay, is up to Goku. He could let Future Goku live and the universe go on prosperous, or he can kill him, and whatever happens is on his hands. Goku tells him that as long as Future Goku doesn't involve himself with future affairs or his life ever again, He don't care. Take the power. Goku then gives up all of his newfound strength and gives it to Future Goku. Future Goku nods and tells him that he's made the right choice. See, there is a way for them to both win. Future Goku then snaps his fingers, and they're back into the main world, and Goku's greeted by all his friends. So lucky and so grateful to have them. It's been eons. He's missed them so very dearly. And Future Goku is now a golden god, permanently transformed, and tells Goku that he wishes him well, and then he's gone. He's off in the highest reaches of this universe to help guide it, as Goku stands there holding his friends and family, and he vows that he will never fight again, and simply just wants to live out the rest of his days with his friends and family, which he hugs Chi-Chi and Gohan and Goten, and then kisses Chi-Chi. And this is what would happen if Goku trained for 2 million years.